Good morning, just barely, everybody. Willfe here. It's 11:51 a.m. as I pushed record, so it's still morning. Goddammit. Yeah. So, how's it going, guys? Been a while since I recorded one of these or posted it or anything, and I've still got like 40 videos left to, edit and push the buttons on YouTube to get them published. And I'll get to that this weekend. I do have a live stream planned here in just a couple hours, about an hour. I'm just running to get some lunch. A delightful, semi-local, not local, they're just a big chain, but they're, I guess, mostly in the southeast region. Here in Florida, they're pretty big, called Wawa. Oh, someone knocked down the street sign. Oh, well. They sent me a stupid little deal. Get 2 full-size hoagies for $10. And their sandwiches are good. So I'm going to get some. I'm going to get what I like to call a pizza sub. They always call a pepperoni hoagie. It's just cheese, pepperoni, pizza sauce, or marinara sauce, and a little bit of Parmesan sprinkled on top. You ask them for extra sauce, and that is one of the messiest and yummiest sandwiches on earth. And then for the other, I'm going to get a bog standard tuna sandwich with extra pickles. Because it's good. Fuck you. Haven't been too active I haven't done any streaming for like 3 weeks now. And I'm sorry for that, guys. I'm still in it. Actually got a new game for the Switch, which I'm gonna be playing today. Fire Emblem 3 Houses. It's a strategic RPG. And it's got an amazing looking premise to it, so I'm gonna give that a shot and see how it plays. It's weird. Every weekend for the past month, I've sat down and thought, we should play some video games. And then I just don't. And I've been trying to figure out why, and I think I've stumbled upon the answer. I'm working through some shit. I really think so. There's a lot to, I guess, process and unpack in my divorce and my now failed marriage that I just have to work through. And I've been feeling very, not reclusive, because, what the fuck? Okay, guy's riding down the street on a skateboard, propelling himself with a broomstick. Okay, only in Florida. No, I've been, there's just a lot to deal with, and a lot of bad feelings and hurt to kind of just work through. So, it's just sucks, getting betrayed like that, and you go over things in your head that, signs that you should have seen that it was going on, and things you should have done differently, and just hurts. You can't really control that. So I've just sort of spent the weekends a little bit isolated, just keeping to myself, thinking things through. That's not to say I don't do anything, but I've been very, I don't know. I'm trying to find the word for it, and I'm failing. Introverted, I guess. I'm just feeling very, I need to crawl into my shell, I guess. So that's really just a lame excuse for not streaming. Gonna put an end to that bad streak here after I finish lunch, one of these yummy sandwiches. I'm gonna play some Fire Emblem here. Ooh, fire truck, fire, fire, fire. nothing new or exciting really going on. That's just sort of been... it's weird. I kind of feel like everything's on hold. And I'm not sure why. Because it really shouldn't be. And it isn't, realistically. I'm cleaning up the house, moving forward with the divorce. I'm still working. My contract is coming up at the end of November, or early November, if they don't get their ducks lined up. And so we're already working on getting, lining me up a new assignment. And I'm putting feelers out myself, too, just in case my current employer can't find an assignment. I need to have a plan B. So, all that's going on. Shit is occurring. Life is moving on. And I just feel like I'm sort of floating. And, it's weird. I do think I'm going to spend time maybe streaming this. I keep talking about it and not doing it, and that seems to be par for the course for me. But it is still in my brain pan that I want to do that 4chan reaction GIF sorter thing, that neat sounding project. So I do still want to do that, and maybe live stream creating that. That'll take some work to set up, because I download all sorts of shit from 4chan, and a good chunk of it is not safe for work or live streaming or anything like that. So, I don't sort it, because part of the problem is I need something to help me sort it. So I need to go through my massive pile of unsorted 4chan images and videos and sort them just a little. Between, not safe for work stuff I can't show on stream and stuff that I can, so that we have a working base of material to work with that we can actually test our sorting tool with. Oh, did I bring my mask? I did. I have to fuck-tarded face masks. Doesn't do shit. Absolutely still hate these masks. My God, that is a hottie. Holy shit. I need to get out more. And here's how I look in my dopey mask. Looks like I'm wearing an adult diaper on my face. Remember, kids, if you're wearing a mask, cover your nose, because if you wear it like this, you're a retard. Alright, so back in a few minutes once I've got my sandwiches secured. BRB. And I'm back. Sandwich acquired. Oh, 2 sandwiches acquired. Oh, stupid mask. Oh, and there's 4 Rivers. That would be nice too, but I wanted a sandwich today. And I haven't had one of these in about, I would say, a month. Haven't had any soda. That's a nice treat. I think it's probably... Oh, are you waiting for me or no? You are not. Fucking parking lot. Yeah, these guys are pretty popular. They have a good thing going, I guess. And the downside is swarming with people. Yeah, anyway, yeah. So I haven't had soda for about a month now, except for that sickly sweet dose of it. And it's paid off, I think, since my wife took off to, do her shit. I've lost about 20 pounds. And it's surprising how much better I'm feeling. I mean, I'm still a dump truck as far as weight. I'm still at like 330 pounds, which is just absurdly disgustingly fat for me. I've got a long way to go to get down to a healthy weight, and I intend to. The good news is I seem to be keeping it off as it comes off, so That largely stems from just eating less. It's not good for me, I know, but I can go entire days and forget to eat. And yes, people, a good friend of mine is yelling at me for that, and actually keeping me on the straight and narrow there. It's kind of surprising where friendships just come back after out of the blue. Just this is a woman I've known for like 20 plus years. God, I met her when I was 16, and probably definitely one of my best friends, if not the best friend. And the funny thing is, my wife was cheating on me, and I started talking again to this friend of mine around the time I got my new job back in December of last year, as we bumped into each other on LinkedIn. And so I started talking to her over Google Hangouts, And the funny thing was, that's around the time my wife started cheating, and she was using Facebook chat to talk with her lover and arrange things and sneak around behind my back on things. Well, when I said earlier, you see warning signs that you just completely miss or ignore. From the moment she knew that I was talking with an old friend who happens to be female, from that very moment on, to this day, she thinks that I was getting emotionally attached or scheming to cheat. And looking back, that's called projection. This happens a lot in politics. You accuse your enemy of doing something that you're doing. And, projection's a weird thing, because she was doing that. She was actually using chat to arrange cheating on me. So, she's guilty of doing it. She sees another person, she sees me talking to a woman over text, and she thinks, well, I'm doing it, so he must be doing it. And she was openly accusing me. And the rest is history. I really should have seen that coming. Then again, I really should have just divorced her in January when she confessed. I should not have given her a second chance. And I've decided in subsequent relationships, I'm simply not going to tolerate infidelity at all. If I'm going out with somebody and we decide mutually to be exclusive, and she sleeps with someone else, that's it. We're done. Kick her to the curb. Because this just isn't worth it. And if you're no second chances, because once you've done it once, you've proven that you'll do it, and that you're capable of it, and that you're willing to do it, and that you did it. So there is no taking that back. You never get that trust back. And one of her conversations that she had with her lover around March, he was telling her that I would probably never trust her again. And as much as I hate admitting that shithead had any point, or was right about anything, he was right about that. Now, the silver lining in that is, once a cheater, always a cheater. And then, when it comes to men who will sleep with married women, there's another related expression. If they'll do it with you, they'll do it to you. Meaning that he will, I'm absolutely certain, they're still together as far as I know. And it's a rebound relationship, so it's doomed to fail anyway. But I have no doubt that they will sleep around on each other. If they aren't already doing it, they will be soon. Yeah. So, back onto the topic of my good friend. She's divorced, mother of 3. I guess her ex-husband's a bit of a prick. And she lives way out in, I think, Texas. So there's a good, 1,000 or 1,500 miles between us. But she stays on top of me as far as, hey, did you eat today? She actually told me something really sweet a couple days ago that really warmed my heart. Apparently, I was homeschooled for a couple of years through junior high, so I didn't have that vital key socialization experience of the nightmare that is junior high school. So when I hit high school, I was thoroughly unprepared for what at the time I thought was utterly horrible behavior by the other kids. And, I'm a grown-up now. I understand that I was really the fucktard, socially maladjusted, and just wasn't ready for it. It's just shit-talking and kids messing with each other. It's just what they do. And I wasn't prepared for that, so, big mess. Anyway, I didn't really start making good friends until college. And I had a couple people that I was good friends with. And through them, they introduced, through one of those guys, this woman came into the picture, along with some other friends of hers. And apparently, and I never knew this until a couple days ago, she had been told in advance that I was homeschooled and not very well socialized. And then she met me and apparently decided that, what did she say? She didn't understand about half the words that came out of my mouth, but I made her laugh. But I made her smile and laugh. So she apparently pulled all of my other friends aside, and her friends, and told them that they needed to collectively do everything they could to drag me out of my house and out of my shell and take me with them on all the various goofy things that teenage people do, to kind of help get me over that hump and socialize me and get me out of my shell. And it dawned on me that it's probably thanks to her that I had so many friends back in my college days and early 20s, and I have her to thank for that. And I would have been a very miserable person otherwise. And that's pretty awesome. And here we are, some 25 years later, Jesus. And she's still taking care of me. It's just crazy. This time she's a bit more direct about it. Like, go shower, take your medicine. No, I don't forget to take my medicine. That's one. Not with this risperidone shit finally wearing off. Thank God I haven't had any withdrawal pains for about a week on that shit. But, it's stuff like eat. And, stop eating junk food. Eat regular stuff. And giving me recipes to try. Oh, kitty. These feral cats make me so sad. They're absolutely sweet animals. They're, they don't fight. They don't cause trouble. They don't even fight each other. They, in fact, the male cat, pretty sure he's male. There's a male and a female. They're both pretty small, and they come to the door because I feed them. And I know people have different opinions on whether you should feed ferals or not, but fuck it. They're cute, and I'm feeding them, and they're nice, so up yours. One is male, and the other one, the female, she's even smaller. She's a little slinky cat, little kind of, I'm not going to say calico. She's almost Abyssinian coat, but basically just a brown tabby. She is super skittish. If she even sees you, she'll bolt. And the cute thing is she'll peek around the corner and see if you're still there. And if you are, her head ducks back. And if you call her, if you talk to her really soft and sweet, she'll stick her head back out and watch you. She won't come anywhere near you, but she'll watch. And, it's been a couple months now that they've been coming along. Well, a few months, because they were coming when my wife was still here. But when they come together, They usually come at different times of day. It'll be the little female in the mid-afternoons, and it's the male cat, the little guy, that comes in the mornings. And sometimes they'll show up together. And it's adorable because I'll put out one bowl of food for them. And it's more than enough food for them. And he will sit back and wait and let her eat. And he'll stand guard on the porch, kind of on the sidewalk closer to the street, and make sure and stand guard for her so that she can eat. And then once she's done and she scampers off, then he'll come up and eat on his own for himself. It's just the sweetest little thing. I don't know if they're related. They could be brother sister. I don't know how that. I don't really know how to tell. I have no idea. But they certainly have each other's back. It's really cute. And they're kitties. I love kitties. Of course, I love kitties. That's sort of a requisite if you've got 11 of them. And the crazy ass thing is, I still wish I could adopt these little guys, but they're not going to come anywhere near me. The male gets closer to me than the female. She bolts anytime she sees me. So, there's no getting near her. But the male cat, he'll come right up to the door. And then when I open it, he bolts, steps away. He doesn't get out of sight. He just walks away, out of reaching range, so I can't grab him. I'll lean down and pick up the empty bowl, go back inside, fill it up, and come back out. And it's the cutest thing. He won't get closer than about 6 feet to me. And when I come out, I've got the bowl full of food, and he can hear it. He knows there's food in it, but he hisses at me because I'm getting close to him. And he backs up, and he hisses, and he leaves his mouth up like. But I put the food down, his mouth shuts, and he bolts right to it, and nom, 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 nom. I don't think I'll ever win their trust enough to get close to them. They're obviously feral, they're not domesticated. But he's such a cutie. I wish I could catch him. And, give him a safe, warm place to live. So he's not stuck out here in nature. Stupid outdoor sectors. So much dirt on the floor. And the skylight only works 12, 13 hours a day. It's ridiculous. I don't know how people can tolerate it. Anyway, I'm sitting here, and the nice aroma of this delicious food is getting to me. So I'm going to stop this recording. I'll get this merged, uploaded. You guys can watch this. Probably around 1 or 2 o'clock this afternoon, Eastern Time, I'm going to start my live stream. I'm going to be playing some Fire Emblem 3 Houses and see how we like that. But, that's about all I've got going today. Thanks for watching, and as always, I will catch you next time. Take care, guys.